The most crucial XRP Ripple coin video is this one. Really, if you missed this, you'll be sorry. The SAC was XRP's largest barrier just a month ago, constantly driving the price down and slamming it with litigation. However, things have changed, and the same SEC may now contribute to the unthinkable price explosion of XRP. With the ESAC's assistance, some analysts even anticipate that XRP might hit $10,000. Quite awesome, isn't it? Don't let it pass you by. Let's dissect everything, gradually. Disclaimer: perhaps the last and most significant chapter in Ripple's long-running legal struggle with the SAC is about to begin. The regulatory landscape seems to be shifting not only in Ripple's favor, but also in favor of the whole cryptocurrency sector with the confirmation of Paul Atkins as the new chairman of the SEC. The person who formally assumed leadership, Atkins, is not a new member of the commission. From 2002 to 2008, he was a commissioner of the SAC and has a long history of advocating for innovation and the market. Within the XRP community, his appointment by President Trump and Senate confirmation have immediately generated conjecture. Why? Since the SEC has been lacking regulatory clarity and a readiness to accept digital assets rather than litigate them into limbo in recent years, Atkins is a welcome addition. Atkins used a polite tone in his first public remarks, stressing the value of effective capital markets and investor protection. However, both observers and insiders feel that his intentions are very evident behind the formal jargon. Ripple not only made it through the SAC, but is set to flourish under it, as Finance Bro stated in a tweet that went viral very fast. The first move on deck, pro-crypto, pro-clarity Paul Atkins is now the chairman of the SAC. The XRP appeal is being dropped. Rumors of a settlement are intensifying. The legal haze is dissipating. This isn't merely the lawsuit's conclusion. The Wall Street era of XRP is just getting started. That sentiment is not limited to the buzz on social media. The XRP community is now closely monitoring any signs that the SEC would drop its appeal against Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP, which has loomed over the case like a thundercloud for months. Journalist Eleanor Tourette confirmed that Atkins has been sworn in. Ziff's tweet was much more telling. The chair of the SAC, another prominent person in the crypto world, recently declared that XRP and cryptocurrency would be his top priorities. The light is green. If so, it would represent a significant change in the direction of policy from enforcement to clarity. Additionally, there is growing confidence that Atkins and Commissioners Hester Peirce and Mark Uea, who are supportive of cryptocurrency, might form a majority inside the SEC that prioritizes the development of careful regulatory frameworks above sweeping enforcement operations. That entails more than simply legal recourse for XRP. Relistings on U.S. exchanges, broad institutional acceptance, and new financial products using XRP at their heart might all be made possible by its legality. It is a victory for Ripple Labs. It may represent the start of a more positive era in U.S. regulation for the larger cryptocurrency business. Skeptics originally called XRP a security in disguise, but it might soon be at the forefront of a regulated, accepted financial revolution. The ramifications go well beyond a single token or business. They highlight the potential for innovation and compliance to coexist, which has long considered unattainable in the U.S. crypto scene. With the legal haze starting to dissipate, Ripple and XRP appear to have a clearer future ahead of them, one that is not just free from lawsuits, but also free for expansion, Wall Street, and, most significantly, the future. Crazy, It only gets more intriguing from here. Now that the SAC is finally changing course and regulatory certainty is at last attainable, XRP is once again in the public eye. Such worldwide occurrences have the potential to spark rapid expansion in addition to being legal landmarks. Let's just say that the price projections may astound you, and analysts are already updating their projections. As a result, Prominent players in the cryptocurrency industry are raising the alarm about what might be the next big breakthrough. The Modern Investor tweeted, XRP is about to make a huge move. Some are far more audacious. To $20, XRP will teleport. Amonik said, you're not bullish enough. And as Steve summed up, XRP will follow once global liquidity breaks out. To put it another way, money is flowing once more, and XRP could be the thing that takes it to the next level. Naturally, we must discuss Ripple's international alliances, since that is where the true power shift is taking place. Behind the scenes, Ripple has been quietly growing while everyone else is watching charts in courtrooms. You're not prepared for what they've constructed, I assure you. Ripple is incorporating its technology into the basic framework of international banking, from central banks to significant financial organizations. This is domination in action, not just bluster. Thus, the XRP narrative is rapidly changing. And today, it goes beyond mere legal ambiguity or conjecture. It has to do with worldwide adoption. Participation in the financial system is not the only goal of Ripple. It is actively and strategically reconstructing it. XRP is now poised by Ripple to serve as the digital foundation of a new financial era. And the most recent advancements are beginning to show that vision in action. More than 2,231 accredited and institutional investors have just joined the XRP ledger through White Rock, according to King Valix. It's a mass onboarding, not just momentum. These banks, hedge funds, fintech companies, and other businesses with billions at their fingertips are joining the ecosystem because they see utility, something we've all been talking about for years, rather than being individual investors searching for the next meme coin. Governments are now being connected to Ripple's technology, so it's not just institutions. The community was shocked by a tweet from CryptoGeek pointing to speculation that the Fed would incorporate XRP into the blockchain part of its FedNow payment system. Whether it is formally acknowledged or not, Ripple has had numerous meetings with U.S. central bankers and authorities, and this ongoing communication suggests that something much more significant is developing behind the scenes. Major banks have partnered with Ripple to create a blockchain-based SWIFT substitute in a more well-publicized move. Take a moment to process that. Not a side project. Ripple is contributing to the development of a modernized, decentralized version of the antiquated global payment system. This could indicate that the XRP ledger will soon be used to process trillions of dollars in foreign payments. CEOs are speaking out about XRP's unparalleled value proposition. XRP is at the center of this transition, which is no longer just speculation. This is not the time for whales to sit around doing nothing. Millions are being moved behind the scenes as people buy, trade, and transfer XRP as if a major event were about to happen. Doesn't it sound crazy? It's not just noise, though. This is one another strong bullish indication that you simply cannot afford to overlook. For good cause, the recent transfer of 29.5 million XRP from Coinbase Institutional's cold wallet to its hot wallet is igniting heated discussions among XRP users. This isn't just a casual asset shuffle or a technicality. A transfer of this nature suggests a more significant event that